I'm going to fix it up. But yeah, I keep this around to keep me humble. And you want to clean your palette knife off. It can get pretty caked on there. So I just wipe it off. These are, what do you call it, shop rags. And they work really great. They go a lot further than paper towels. Okay, so we got two colors on there so far. I'm going to put a spot of white. Let me pick the end off. Just mix a bit of white. So this makes kind of a teal. And let's go a little bit of white over here. And so there's some new colors. So let's see, this one is turquoise phthalo, and this is deep blue phthalo, and this one is phthalo turquoise. Well, I guess we're on a roll here with phthalo. Okay, here's the scary part. What to do next? Okay, let's do something crazy. I don't usually do this stuff. I see people doing this all the time, and they'll just drop a dot here, a dot here. Let's see, dot here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. There, okay. I'm going to put this here. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. I am going to, maybe I'll grab this thing. And we'll dry the atomizer. So I'm going to put a bit of water on there. Yep. I always have to smell it to make sure it's water and not alcohol, because quite often I put alcohol in my bottles. All right, and then we're going to just smear. Oh, it's not too exciting, is it? Okay. All right. There we go. A lot of water. Took away that green. And, you know, you can pick it up. You know, I see people doing that all the time, and it looks so good. Well, I don't think so. Not for me. We're going to do a little bit of lifting and rubbing. All right. I wanted to tone down that green anyways. Okay, I am going to stop it while I dry with a dryer. Okay, I'm dry, and I couldn't resist. My paintbrush was sitting there with some of this luscious blue on it, and I just started making like half circles down here. And the funny thing, when I was drying it, the original canvas I had done had a face underneath it, and I can see her eyes coming through right there. So I'm going, I wonder if I should put a face on it or something, because I've gotten a little better at painting faces since I did this one. Okay, all right. And maybe I'll go all the way around there. So I'm just making some marks now. I have no plan in mind. I am just going for it. So bear with me. I don't know. I did these little circles with a Posca pen. So let's see. Well, maybe we should do some of these blues up here. Okay, how about one here and one there where her eyes are. All right. And I'm using a bit of turquoise now. Okay. And this is a little bit of the phthalo turquoise. This one. Wow. So, yep. There's a little one. Okay. It kind of breaks it up. I didn't care for that stripy business I had going on. That's not my style. Okay, let's see here. That's more of a real intense blue, isn't it? All right, I'll just do that. Okay, and do some more marks. And put a little bit of turquoise blue and white. Okay. They say when you're grouping your marks together, make some similar marks on the opposite side of the canvas so it's balanced. And also, they talk about in threes or I guess odd numbers. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's sort of 7.5 over there. This is 2, 4, 6. Oh, I did 7 there. Look at that. I did that. Didn't mean to. All right. Let's go here. Let's put those there. And then down here. Okay. I like this color combo down this end. What do you think? Love some feedback. If you are enjoying my channel, please subscribe. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Helps me a whole bunch with the algorithms. You know, those old things they always talk about. And that way my crazy painting technique will get out to lots of people. Don't want to go in with that. So let's mix up something with my acrylic inks. This is permanent red. Ooh, we could get some wild and crazy here. Our red is your complement of green. So it will make things kind of pop a little bit. I'm going to try this brush here. We'll mix it up a bit. Let's see. I'm mixing it with some of the white. Let's see what kind of shapes we get here. I'm going to just put some marks down. Odd number. Okay, not odd number. There we go. And mix a little bit more magenta in there. All right, we got that over there. So let's put another one over here. See how that looks. Probably getting weird here. All right, I'm going to do a big curve right there, corner. And yeah, well, the personality of this thing has changed a lot. It's interesting when you get into doing an abstract painting, how much it changes from the very beginning when you start. Okay, what do I want to do here? Let's put some of this in here. I don't know. Yeah, cool thing about acrylics is if you don't like it, you can change it. You can just go right over top of it, which is pretty darn cool. All right, I'm going to go with a little thicker, more of that magenta. There we go. All right. We need something in this area here. But for now, I'm adding some down here too. Okay, this is some little stripes. It needed that. I kind of like the little stripy things this brush creates. Change up your tools when you're working, because you can get some different shapes with different brushes, different tools. And you never know until you try it. Okay, let's see, what do we got here? This is a liner brush. I've had this for like 100 years. This one's a Kolinsky Liquitex. It's probably about 30 years old. That really dates me. Okay, I think I want to go with a more stronger blue here. Let's see. Let's go around here. Oh, that one's really potent, isn't it? There we go. And let's do the same to this one. Okay. And don't worry about being perfect. There is no perfect in art unless you're an incredible oil painter that does portraits that are realistic. Okay, those get pretty perfect. But abstracts are just a process, I find. So don't fear it, just go for it. That's what we're doing today. I'm gonna get this, putting a little bit of white in this one. Oh, let's go like this. There we go. That looks pretty crazy. Whoa. I have the phone right in front of my nose, so I can look at it from a different perspective, which is kind of cool. Okay, what color, guys? We've got magentas, we have purple, we have green. Maybe. Let's get some white, and I'm going to just put a hint of blue in it, so it just has a kind of a blue, oh, maybe a bit of magenta. Ooh. All right, so it has a little bit of other stuff. Okay, let's go. All right, do some crazy stuff here. Okay, it's like a soft lavender I have going here. All right, I am going to that. And let's put some down here too. I'll go over this pink I put down. And okay. So I'm hitting it lightly, pressing down and pulling up. There we go. See how this turns out. This is like kind of a watercolor technique, what I'm just doing there. I usually do it with watercolors, but it doesn't work quite as well with this because the paint is so much thicker. Okay. And let's put some marks down and some marks here. I think at my store I have a cheat sheet, or else it's in my house studio, and it's a good idea to do a sheet of paper and just paint your favorite marks so that you've got your cheat sheet in front of you. And because, you know, you'll get painting and you'll find you're making the same darn mark over and over. So just to break it up, do something different, have that in front of you, a little cheat sheet. Okay, I'll wash the brush on that one. Get in the habit of washing your brushes, because if you don't, you will ruin them. And I have done that many times. Okay, here is a very tiny brush. This is also one of my very old brushes. So let's see what we can get into here. I'm not sure about that. Well, let's go here. Let's do some funny lines. Ooh, this brush is fun. Okay. You can get some really thin lines with this brush. So why don't we just go like this? Little baby lines. Oops, I got some green mixed in with it. All right. I want more white. So I'm getting a little bit more white on there. So I'm just using the tip. I mean, it's like 10 hairs on this thing. Not very much. Okay. This is a turquoise. And you can just put some little dots here and there. Makes it kind of interesting. It's a really fat one. Size 5M. Okay, I'm back. Hopefully it dried. I just ran into the house to go get some posca pans. I prefer to use the posca pans that say Uni Posca. I bought a set of these, and they're much cheaper, and you know, you get what you pay for. So I'm going to show you, hopefully save you some money. They don't have, they're very watery. You can see here. I don't use them very much. I have a friend that she is an amazing artist, and Jody's an amazing young lady, and she does a lot of her artwork is with posca pens, and it's just stunning. Love it. Okay, so this one here needs to be shook up. So this is a smaller tip. This is a 1.3 mil, and you gotta prime the pump. This I do not like. Wet ones, they suck. Okay. Yeah, see how good the posca is? It really shows up. There we go. Okay, so let's put some funny little marks all over the place. So while I ran into the house, I had just made a loaf of sourdough bread this morning, and it didn't rise very much, so I didn't think it was going to be very good. So I threw it in a bread pan. I don't usually do that. I usually use the cast iron thingy you put in the oven. Anyways, it turned out pretty good. So I have a piece of bread here that's fresh out of the oven. So what I'm doing here is not treating the canvas like it's precious. We have a tendency to get stuck because we know what the canvas costs. So throw precious right out the window and just try to enjoy yourself when you're doing this. That's why I'm just like, oh, let's scribble a little bit. Because we can put paint all over that anyway, so it doesn't matter. And it's all part of the painting. Some people just go, oh, I'm going to do this. Isn't that fun? Okay. One time I did a huge painting, and I watched Betty Franks, and she is a hoot. And she uses a lot of black in her paintings all the time. And she took a painting and she went, oh, I think I'm going to change this. And she just practically put black all over it. And so I was kind of disgusted with the painting I was working with, and I did the same. And so it was great. It was great because you're letting go of what you'd already done. And you leave bits peeking through, basically like we have here. And then you're adding on top of it, you're layering. And it's the layering that creates the interest. So throw precious out the window. There we go. I'm putting a little bits of green here and there. Let's try some green down here. Ooh, that's kind of weird, isn't it? There we go. Even these up. Okay. You always have to shake them. Always remember to do that. There we go. And get the big parts off. And let's put some funny stripes right here. There we go. Oh, a big fat stripe. And let's go like here. And here's another one. I haven't had a messy canvas like this for a long time. So thanks to the person that sent me a message yesterday asking a question when I was going to finish this thing, and got me into action. Thank you so much. And here we are. I hope you're enjoying this. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to do some little random dotties. And quite often I'll get finished a painting. Well, it's never ever really finished, but you know, you'd think it's finished for a while. And I like to stick them in my living room next to my TV, so I'm looking at the TV. I'm also looking at my painting, and it gives me an opportunity to live with it a little bit. And then I go, okay, that's what it needs. It needs a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that. And that's a good way to do it, actually. Works for me. Okay, I'm putting a bit of the Posca pen pink right there. All right. I didn't have too many colors here. I have a lot of my paints at my store, so that's why I'm kind of limited here. I just got these, and I got a set of 6, and there's 3 golds and 3 silver. I love them. Look at this. This is so awesome. How's that for gold? So pretty. There we go. I like having that line there. There we go. Make it kind of sparkly. And I'm going to spread the love around. There we go. Just a few little bits and pieces here and there. Okay. I am going to turn it around so I can look at it from a different perspective. kind of looks like outer space to me. All right. Try this side. It's very similar to the turquoise I mixed up earlier. Alrighty. Now see, you can just, so I'm going over top of that, and you can see the colors underneath it, which is kind of fun. Alrighty, let's go darker. I'm for darker. There we go. What do we got here? Okay. Let's try this color. Another blue. I'm gonna go straight out of the pot. Ooh. Now that will bring in some definition. I'm going to add a bit of water, just a little tad, because I don't want it to be the flat color. And so if you add a bit of water, it will make it a little bit more transparent. See? Isn't that fun? Yeah, just blended that in. Okay, went over those stripes. And maybe a little bit over here. This is marine blue. I haven't used this before. Somebody just gave me this. Okay, that looks pretty cool though. Ooh. Alrighty. I'm going to grab a bigger brush. Maybe this one. Ooh. Boy, that's a yummy color, isn't it? I'm going to leave a little bit of the pink poking through there. Tone this down. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take the atomizer, because I feel like it's a little too potent. And that'll make some interesting marks by the looks of it, all by itself. Look at that. Oh, we have got a storm here that is amazing. They're calling it a water river. I think the whole river is getting dumped from the sky. Okay, and if you're not crazy about what's going on, you can go in with your finger. And kind of creates some interesting marks and helps to blend it in. But you can definitely see the texture of my canvas. I did not put many layers of gesso on this one and sand it, so you can see the canvas texture. There you go. You take your finger and go. Oh, that's kind of fun. I haven't done that before. Okay, that works, doesn't it? Well, that's interesting, putting that on top of that wet paint. It kind of exploded a little bit. Just wanted to have some light dots there. Okay, so I'm using the long brush. So it's called a liner brush. Alrighty. I'm not sure if I want to do anything down here. Kind of like what's going on down here. So I think I will keep my fingers off it for a while. So I'm just doing some marks. And I need to do some marks over here. I'll kind of balance it out a little bit. Oh, where do we want to go? How about right here? Okay, I dried it a bit. You have to stop and dry for a while. And I have another acrylic marker. I don't know what brand this is. It's water-based. Got it from the A company. And they work pretty good. They're just, these guys, they came in a pack. I have about 6, I guess. Three white and 3 black. But these are a real fine tip. So if you're looking for the fat tip, these are not the ones to get. Okay, I just need to do some stuff here. So I'm just going to do some random marks. And, okay, so maybe I'm just crazy. So you're probably watching going, oh my God, what is she doing? I don't know. You just got to have fun, guys. Just have fun. Don't worry about it. It's not precious. Just think of Gollum. My precious. I have a tendency to do that sometimes with my paintings. And then other times I don't know when to stop. So that's why it's good to like have it in your living room for a little bit. Okay, that's dry. And be able to look at it. All right. I'm going to go over these guys. Oops. Now, you can see the problem with these is they kind of splatter if you push a little too hard, so you got to go really light. All right. Now we need some paint on here. And what to do. Oh, you know what I brought in with me is my Caran-d'Ache. I got my Caran-d'Ache crayons, and these were handy. So these are grays, and I'm going to, let's see. Let's just scribble around here and there. Oh, I use this one. Now they're water-based. So as soon as you put water on them, they are going to go crazy. And there we go. Do a little bit here and there. So I took some of this, took the white. I even put some green in there. Let's see. And the magenta. I just kind of mixed it all in together as a soup. So I'm wiping my palette knife off on the canvas. Let's see. Put down some marks. Trick is to not do like a blanket coat of one color. Have some striations in there. Makes it more interesting. And leave some of the undercolor peeking through. I'm going to just put it in some spots here. Okay. All right, that's enough of that color. Okay. I think I like to put this here as well. And I can always go back in with some Posca pens. All right. Turn it around. Okay. All right. I think I want to put some of this, the marine blue, and mix some of that turquoise from Nova Paints. Let's see what we come up with here. This is a strong color, so I gotta put it right here over a bit of these. Let's use the finger again. Spread it around a little bit. Okay. It looks a little muddy. All right, let's get some white on here. There we go. Is this wild and crazy or what? You figure if you spin back the video and look at where we started, it's not even close to that anymore. It's really funny. Okay, let's see. Is that one? There we go. I'm gonna go back in. This needs something. Something right here. Okay. All right. All right. I might have to dry this again, guys. Alrighty, let's see. Put some little dots in. There's some of that gray. It's very browny gray. I don't know what happened there. So let's just put some marks over top of it. There you go. Goodbye. All right, that looks totally weird. How weird is it? Okay, we're just gonna go around like this. Now, I'm not gonna mess with this. I probably should just do a painting in these colors right here, because I like them so much. Okay, this green has to go And let's see, what can I do? This blue, let's go straight blue, right over top. There we go. It's very, this end here is very cosmic to me. Especially with the gold and the dark colors, it really pops. Okay, so let's forget the gray. That was not a good idea. And I think we need some blue right there. Okay, now blue there. Okay. Let's dry. Yep. Let's bring our circles back in. Oops, that's not dry. Ah, that's one way to find out. Okay. There we go. All right, gonna have to stop and dry. Okay, I'm back. I just had a big fight with my Paynes gray, which I opened, and it kind of dumped all over the place. So I'm going to just kind of rub it in a bit. And some spots. I like Paynes gray. It's a good one. Okay, so it's just a bit on my towel. And just add a little bit of character, take down the tone a little bit. All right, okay. There we go. There. Well, that worked interesting. Okay, I'm leaving my gold. Now, well, that was that. And now, if I want, if I want to bring back some of the color, I'm going to just mist a little bit. And just wipe it. There we go. See how that works. Now, if there's too much paint covered, you can go back over it with more marks. Not a big deal. All right, I'm gonna get a bit more of that up there. There we go. Bring back some of that glow. There we go. Okay, let's lift that a little bit. Okay, I'm going to show you the alcohol. I have 70% alcohol in here, so let's try a bit, see what happens. Do a little spritz there. Ooh, boy, does that ever work. Did you see that? Holy smoly. In a big hurry. So let's just let it sit. And that was 70% alcohol. Can you imagine what 90% does? That's what I usually use in my alcohol inks. Okay, now I have to scoop some of this mess back in. Alrighty, I'm going to put this, I'm not going to use it, so I'll put it back in here, and then I'm going to put it in a bottle. That's my Paynes Gray. The jar was closed shut, so when I finally opened it, it kind of exploded all over the place. So here we go, we're going to just pour it in there. A bit here. All right, and where else? Oh, maybe right here. Okay, thinner brush. And I'm going to get the paint and do these circles. There we go. I'm going to go back around here. And let's get back in here. Some blue. Sometimes, if you get into abstract paintings, you'll find that you have many paintings in one painting. It's just the way it ends up being. And you'll also go, I should have stopped earlier. Well, I think it's time for me to stop and go and hang it in the living room and stare at it for a couple of days. Okay, let's see here. Let's call it done for now. What do you guys think? I would love to hear what you think, and if you think I should go further, if I should lighten this up, or just start another painting. And don't forget to subscribe, and nice hands, huh? And follow me, yeah, and that way you'll ring the bell. Yes, that's the thing. Okay. Subscribe and ring the bell. And if you ring the bell, it lets you know when I put up a new video. And I am making a point to put up a video at least once a week. So stay tuned. Have a fabulous day. And see you soon on the YouTube algorithm, and watch my next video.